Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. Before we start, please like this video and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the bell icon. Thanks. The British royal family would like to remind you that the crown does not reflect real life inside Windsor Castle. Ever since the show's 2016 debut, royalists and historians have worried that the drama would tarnish the legacy of Queen Elizabeth II and that of her family. In 2020, then UK Culture Secretary Oliver Dowden pleaded with the streamer to include a disclaimer on its Emmy-winning show. Netflix staunchly refused until this year. The new season of The Crown, which debuts on November 9, promises to be its most controversial to date. It will dramatize a particularly dark moment in the newly named King Charles III's history and the monarchy at large, his divorce from Diana Spencer, and the events leading up to her death. British papers have reported that the royal family has been wringing its hands over how the show might hinder the new king's efforts to win over his subjects. Despite the wrong perception, Daily Express royal correspondent Richard Palmer said the royal family will remain silent on the new Netflix series. There's always a possibility that something annoys them so much that they break that policy, Mr. Palmer told the Royal Roundup. I think they've traditionally taken the view that they don't want to interfere with artistic freedom. I think what does worry people in the palace is that they fear that not so much in this country, but in the US and Australia or other overseas countries, that viewers actually think it's true, that it is a documentary rather than dramatization very loosely based on facts. Since the new season has come out, voices from the Netflix production team and close to the royal family have defended some of elements of the series are pure fiction. What has been interesting in the last few days, there's been a bit of a fight back by the makers of The Crown and some people involved in it, Mr. Palmer said. Robert Lacey wrote a piece for The Times, and Patrick Jepson, who was Princess Diana's private secretary, has also defended the drama. They both essentially said that it's truer than people close to the palace have been trying to say. Patrick Jepson, for example, said that it's not the case as the show portrays that Prince Charles, as he then was, plotted with John Major to declare regency and to get the Queen to abdicate, but has claimed that King Charles did talk to a previous Prime Minister, which I think is assumed to be Margaret Thatcher, about the same thing. The Daily Express royal correspondent added the new series of The Crown could potentially be damaging to the royal family's reputation because it drags all those controversies over the war in Wales in the 1990s and everything else. The Crown's penultimate chapter, Season 5, gives a fictionalized account of major royal events spanning from 1991 to the spring of 1997, with then Prince Charles and Princess Diana's deteriorating relationship as the main theme of the series. The new series covers events ranging from Charles and Diana's trip to Italy to the end Diana's relationship with the British Pakistani cardiac surgeon Hasnat Khan just 5 weeks before her death. Though Netflix has added a disclaimer to its marketing for The Crown, saying the show is a fictional dramatization inspired by real-life events, 18 to 24-year-olds are 3 times more likely than over 65 to expect the series to be mostly accurate, according to a YouGov survey. Ultimately, The Crown's portrayal of Charles is not as harsh as the real-life royals may fear. Piers Morgan foreground that the king was an early environmentalist, a relative populist compared with his stodgier siblings, and a man loyal to one woman throughout his life. Unfortunately, that woman was not his first wife. He even writes a post-divorce dialogue for Charles and Diana that offers Charles more grace than he's usually afforded in the disintegration of their relationship. So what do you think about this news, guys? Please share your personal opinion with us in the comments section below. Thank you.